All right, we are on to the seven energy. And this is the seven energy for those of you who seven is your life path, your attitude, your personal year, or your favorite energy because it's your favorite number. And you just want to know what is happening for those of you with the seven energy in the fifth month, which is May. And again, seven being the energy of introspection and also being the spiritual number, right, of leading spirituality. You might see some of your spiritual thoughts change. You might see a shift in how you believe this month because you may have more knowledge, more information, more downloads that shows you something else, right? And this can be a little turbulent, a little disturbing, right? But you may be open to deconstructing from something else, right? It doesn't matter what the something else was, but that might be your season to deconstruct. You are also looking at this being a factor on your 10th house this month, which is your career. So you may be shifting your career, and you may be shifting your career because of something that you learned that now feels like whatever you're doing career wise you're not in alignment with, and you're shifting to become more in line with this new spiritual experience that you had. Everyone has this Virgo card. This is the full moon in Virgo, which says you are good enough. No matter what you're doing, what direction you're going to, you are good enough. That is your first affirmation for this month. I am good enough. You write that every single day. I am good enough. You start out with I am good enough, right? And get that into you. The seven is also a little bit of a hermit card, but this is the fifth month, and the fifth month is about change and movement and fun and interacting with people. So you might have to come out of the hermit energy and might interact with people more, whereas the seven wants to be internal. You might have to be a little bit of an extrovert this month. Okay, might not be what you want, but it might be best for you in the long run. The card energies we have for you. Let's go with the playing card first. Super spiritual number that seven is. All right, right? But seven is all about balance too. You have to make sure you balance life. Okay? So the playing card associated with you this month, another you're another person dealing with some internal energy. The eight of one, you're okay. You're focused on money, right? You're focused on power, right? You're focused on things that can make life easier for you. But the way you're doing it is by just having it take up all of your mental space. And that is not going to get you where you want to go, right? If you want to attract these things, you have to release them. And so you may be having a fight of wanting to live this woo woo life, but you don't have the money to live the woo woo life. You might have to have some balance, right? A five is about business and commerce and money. So you might have to go get some coins. That means some of you might have to get a job. Okay. And that way you're going to stop internalizing this money. In relationship, sex, you having a fling this summer? And then you're going to be upset with yourself for having a fling? You don't have to have it. That's a choice. But if you have it, enjoy it. If you have it, enjoy it. It is what it is. Let it be what it is. Don't internalize it. Let it go. You have it, let it go. Okay? You go to Jamaica, you just see somebody. Be careful because you know their rates are high. You know it. All right, the African American card that is associated with you. And this is the Nine of Swords. Ooh, if he ate. Now this one is fighting. What are you fighting? What are you fighting? What are you fighting? Because this is a energy of a person literally in the middle of a battle. And this is in their mind, right? I know you're battling with your money, but you're battling something else. Are you battling with your beliefs? Are you fighting with your belief system and you're not really confident in what you believe? If you have to fight against it, then is it a true belief? Or are you fighting with sharing it with others? Is that where the situation, the problem lies? Is that you're not sure how you'll be received from others? Again, 7 is a spiritual leader. And this doesn't just have to be about spirituality. This could be about relationships. Perhaps you believe in having a polygamous relationship. What does it matter what anybody else believes? You're putting barriers in your life with all of this mental gymnastics that you're doing. And your mental gymnastics, you're not even a pro. You're not Simone Biles. You're the 3-year-old rolling around on the mat. I need you to be Simone Biles. You need to hit that landing. And in order to do that, you need to decide what you really believe. And you need to walk in that authenticity. Okay? Whatever it is, right? If you live in a country and everybody believes in celebrating Christmas in July, and you believe you got to celebrate Christmas in December, then you celebrate it in December. You have to be firm in your convictions. Balance, meaning don't push other people into having to have your convictions. But if it works for you, it works for you. Now, numerology card associated with you. 22. Ooh, see there? 22 is the master builder. 22, in the term of numerology, 22 is the Buddha energy. And that's a whole system. It's not Buddha. 11 is the Christ energy. 22 is the Buddha energy. Okay? So this means that in the level of, if you look at it, Christ is only about 2,000 and some year old in the teachings and a new change. And Buddha and those teachings are more than 5,000 years old of teaching. A foundation, a system was built on that. You have to trust your intuition, and so that you can build, right? And you're building your knowledge, or whatever you're building there, you're internally, you're getting the thought that I need to focus and go in this direction. And that then becomes the thing that can help you with all these other aspects of life, with finances and trusting yourself and trusting the direction you're moving in. It can also help you in whatever battle that you're fighting, help you with finding a solution and overcoming. It can help you in your career. You may be given if you work for someone, you may be giving an idea that helps you get promoted. Okay, it builds your life. Trust your intuition. 7, again, I told you when we started, spiritual, so it's all about that for you. Let's look at my regular tarot cards for you. Like, share, comment. If you like this style of reading, let me know. Okay? Tarot card for you is King of Wands, fire. It's time for you to take action. Time for you to move. You got to act on your thoughts. Your intuition is so key that if you were to start betting, making predictions on things, you would be correct. But you have to have actions. The king, yes, the king is at the top, but the king has taken all the steps necessary to get there, right? The king has moved. The king has relocated. The king started from the bottom, worked their way up, and they trusted themselves. They did listen to advisors, but they got to the point where everybody's looking at them now. And right now, you may have people looking at you, and that might be why you're questioning some of your beliefs and questioning what you present to others, because people are looking at you. But if you don't believe in the self, how can other people believe in you? Your lesson card. So the fact that this is the first time all these cards fell out, that lets me know you have way too much going on in your mind. You need to do some meditating this month, because you have to get clear. And when you become clear, that's when your intuition will kick in and will guide you. So the cards that came out for you of lesson was love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. That's even the good within you. The other card that came out, balance, and it's 7 is the Libra energy, balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into the world, and I do so without judgment. You have to be balanced within yourself, right? The next card, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. It is all up to you. You came in this world alone. You will leave this world alone, and every action that you take is for you. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Trust the process. That's where your intuition comes in. You got all of these cards. Nobody else got all of these cards, right? You got all of these cards. There's a lot of energy here. And energy is because you're in your head. You got to get out of your head. And you got to get out of your head by trusting. I made one of my journals is what the conversations with God, where I tell people write down all the prayers that you've prayed and then watch them come true. You need that. You need to go to my website. You need to order that journal. And then you need to start writing down so that you can trust your intuition and get out of your head. Okay. You need that. If nobody else needs it, you need it. See, because the divine always tells me what to make for, and it's for people. And it might only be for you, but it's for you. It's up to you whether or not you honor what you've been told. That ain't on me. It's just up to me to give you the message. All right, so moonology, the last card for you is the moon energy. Okay, and that moon energy that's following you, in addition to that Virgo energy, is full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So why are you in your head? Why are you in your head? Because you're going to have a resolution. And it's a resolution that's going to be in your favor, but you need to get out of your head. You need to get out of your own way. You need to let go of things, right? You need to go to where you can become the king of wands. You already know how to get there, right? You need to stop this imaginary battle that you're having because you are good enough. Get out your head, 7. See you next time.